In a world where battlefield technology usually comes with million-dollar price tags and long waiting lines from foreign suppliers, the Philippines has just done something extraordinary. On December 11th, 2025, a weapon system built not in the United States, not in Israel, and not in South Korea, but right here on Philippine soil, was formally handed over to the Philippine Army. It is called Project Cobra. And tonight, we dive into the story of how Filipino engineers created a combat-ready, remote-controlled weapon station, built entirely from local parts, designed with local software, and engineered for Philippine soldiers. Stay with me, because what you will hear in this episode may signal the turning point of our self-reliant defense posture. Before we continue our discussion, don't forget to like button, subscribe, and the notification bell button from Pinoy Guard. Welcome back to Pinoy Guard. Today we explore one of the most important milestones in modern Philippine defense development, the official turnover of the controller-operated battle-ready armament, better known as Project Cobra. This system represents more than just a new weapon for an armored vehicle. It is a statement, a declaration that the Philippines can design, build, and field advanced defense technology without relying on imported hardware. And for a country that operates hundreds of legacy armored vehicles, the implications are huge. On December 11th, 2025, the Department of Science and Technology officially handed over the first working Cobra prototype to the Philippine Army. Mounted on an M113 Armored Personnel Carrier, the system was put through a live capability demonstration. The .50 caliber heavy machine gun fired in controlled bursts, striking all designated targets with precision. Observers noted the stability of the system, the responsiveness of its aiming controls, and the clarity of its targeting optics. But beyond the performance, the bigger story was this: every component, every subsystem, and every line of integration was done by Filipino engineers, technicians, and scientists. The Cobra now enters the Army's technical and field testing phase. Soldiers will operate it in real-world conditions, evaluate its performance, and provide insights for further improvements. This will determine the final configuration before full-scale production begins. One of the most impressive parts of Project Cobra is its pedigree. According to the DOSD, the system is 100% locally designed, sourced, and assembled. This means several strategic advantages. First, maintenance and repair will no longer depend on foreign contractors or waiting for imported spare parts. Everything from fire control electronics to structural components can be serviced domestically. Second, intellectual property belongs to the Philippines. The system can be modified, upgraded, or adapted for other platforms without external approval. This is critical in the long-term development of Philippine armored warfare doctrine. Third, it reinforces the self-reliant defense posture program, which aims to empower local industry and reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. For decades, the Philippines has relied heavily on imported systems. Cobra marks a direct response to that cycle. The Cobra RCWS is armed with a .50 caliber heavy machine gun, giving it significant firepower for infantry support, convoy protection, and urban operations. As a remote-controlled system, it allows soldiers to remain safely under armor instead of exposing themselves to direct fire. Inside the M113's armored hull, operators use a dedicated control interface. But one unique feature turned heads across the defense community: the gaming-style control pod. Inspired by modern UAV command stations, this control pod features intuitive, easy-to-learn controls similar to commercial gaming equipment. Younger soldiers will immediately find the system familiar. This reduces training time and improves reaction speed under combat stress. The targeting optics and sensors allow for operation under day or night conditions. Stabilization software ensures accuracy even while the vehicle is moving. And because the entire system is modular, future versions may integrate thermal imaging, laser rangefinders, or even automated threat tracking. For a 29 million peso prototype, these are impressive capabilities. The story of Cobra began almost 2 years ago. Filipino engineers started with a simple but ambitious question: can the Philippines build its own modern RCWS without foreign dependence? The answer, demonstrated publicly for the first time on December 11th, is yes. The development process involved mechanical design, electronics integration, optics engineering, and real-time control software development. All of this required deep collaboration between the DOSD, the Philippine Army, and several local contractors. Despite the limited budget compared to foreign-developed systems, the team managed to create a fully functional combat-ready prototype. And perhaps most importantly, the intellectual foundation built through this project will accelerate future designs, including turrets for armored vehicles, naval platforms, or unmanned ground vehicles. Now that the first Cobra unit has been delivered, the Philippine Army's next task is to test it extensively. Field testing will cover heat, dust, and humidity durability, live fire under varied terrain, vehicle movement accuracy, power stability and endurance, soldier operation feedback. The goal is to refine the design for local production, and that production may begin sooner than expected. DOSD officials and Army representatives confirmed that 5 private companies have already expressed interest in producing the Cobra system domestically. These include firms specializing in metal fabrication, electronics, and armored vehicle modernization. For now, only one prototype exists, but plans are already in motion for an initial production run of 20 units. This will be enough to equip key M113 units used in rapid deployment formations. Over the long term, the vision is ambitious. Replace every manually operated turret on Philippine Army armored vehicles with a fully remote, fully protected Cobra RCWS. This includes M113S, Simba APCs, and potentially the future wheeled armored vehicles under Rehorizon 3. On the surface, Cobra may look like a simple machine gun mount, But strategically, its impact is profound. It improves soldier survivability. It modernizes legacy armored platforms. It strengthens the SRDP ecosystem. It expands domestic defense manufacturing. It reduces foreign dependence. It supports long-term armored modernization. In an era of rising tensions in the region, having a domestic capability to produce advanced defensive technology is critical. If the Philippines can produce RCWS systems locally, the next step could be even more advanced weapon stations, turret systems, drones, and combat vehicles. Project Cobra is more than a weapon. It is a symbol of national capability. A demonstration that Filipino engineers, given the mission and the resources, can create world-class military technology. With field testing underway, and with private industry lining up to support production, the Cobra RCWS may soon become a standard feature across the Philippine Army's armored fleet. This is Pinoy Guard, and the story of Project Cobra is far from over. Stay alert, stay interested, and stay with us as we continue to follow the rise of a stronger, smarter, and more self-reliant Philippine military. End of script.